Hello and welcome. It is the 10th day of May 2017. My name is Derek. Welcome, and let's do some Bitcoin analysis. 2300 as an upward target. This is what I like to do within charts sometimes is I'll draw the same rate of ascent for an up or a downtrend line, this case uptrend line. Connect as many of the keep highs and lows as I can. And this is the only lines I can draw right now that connects highs and lows well together. I'm going to remove these and show you what I mean in a little bit, and then show you how you can do this very easily. This is a somewhat finished product. But as far as technical analysis is concerned, you have this high, you come down, you come back again, down in the band, back, and so on and so forth. But in this situation here, it's not resisting, and it's starting to go higher. One thing I say over and over again is when an area that's supposed to be resistance is not, then you usually get a fast move to the next level. And now I have to try to determine what that next level is. I cannot do any Fibonacci upside whatsoever. Not right now. I can come up with area like 1800 and change. Well, that's because 1760 pulled back down to 1661. And then the up target is 1824. But that's not a real serious number, though. That's a short-term number. Oh, by the way, there used to be a big high back here. So the big high of like 2012, 2013 in that area there, divide and this low, well, that's 4,000. So that's like way too far, or way too long term. So the only measure that I can do right now is trendline analyses. And the same distance from here to here takes us right now to about 2,300, which is interesting that when I watched this video 6 days ago, wow, Bitcoin blast to 1540 US. Next is 2300 on the JSNP4 channel. And I just watched this video here, and he's been talking about the trend line. So you know what? I have to do trend line analysis. I used to do that a lot on the silver market and gold market. I don't do it quite as much now, and I think it's a good thing to do. Again, you just need a program like Paint. You can copy images on the internet and paste them in here, so you can do this yourself with so many different charts. I recommend logarithmic settings highly, first and foremost, but this is what that chart happens to be. But let's talk more about trendline analysis of reading the markets, because yeah, this trend line looks good, but I can connect the highs much, much better. Perfectly, actually. So let's do that. So let's remove everything on here and connect these highs. So we want to start with the first one, connect this, and right then and there, look how well 1, 2, 3, 4, and break on 5. Chinese Bitcoin exchanges might resume withdrawals next month after punitive measures. I get different notifications coming up, but that's just an on-topic subject. The on-topic being Bitcoin, off-topic being something that's not technical analysis for what I'm doing. So this is what I do. I draw a line over this as such, and I want to move it down and bring it to the support level. But if I move it to the original support line, notice what happens here. It supports it in here, but then it stops doing such. So what happens is your trend line enters with a different rate of ascent. And even that one's breaking out. I got this trend line, but it hasn't came back to it for support. So it's really difficult to make trend lines unless you do a parabolic one at this stage. So we're just looking for a one level move, which is why the 2300 handle comes in play. Let's continue on further. If I even go like this, it just pulls away from it. So when you see a situation where And here, this is a solid trend line, no problem using it. Oh, a pierce above back here. A larger pierce above back here. That this momentum is saying the trend is changing. It's breaking. It can only change in one of two directions, and that's either going up or down. And going up is the more rare one. And usually you just get, well, maybe one decent pop. And therefore, if that's the case, then you go to 2300. And you get to one of those now what situations. Because let's assume that over the next 5 to 20 days, it makes a move up here. I'd be like, okay, so now it's either going to sell off or it's just going to go parabolic again. Now, WebBot is saying that, and they were saying before, that this trend line gets taken, makes a move to this trend line, and then a significant move back lower. Now I want to talk about the scary situation is if it goes up too fast. Happy, how do you do kind of deal. And why it makes a lot of sense that if a fast move to 23, 24-ish hundred area was to occur, then it could sell off pretty darn hard and fast. And so you have a move up here, and if it happens in like a 6, 7, 8, 10-day period, then what's going to occur is this range in here, 1,400 up to 2,000, and anywhere to where the current price is, probably will have not so many buy orders because they're going to be all newly filled in. They'll do a decent amount in there, but it's going to take a lot because you're going to get in situations where people are going to heavily profit take. And if there is a low amount of bid orders in, and I would think that would be the case at 2,300 and lows in comparison to what it's usually like. Okay, I just had to pause the tape because I had a quick phone call to attend to, so I've already lost my train of thought. But basically what I was talking about was the buy orders going lower. There'd be a lack of them. A lot of people looking to get some profits, which would make a decent move down to this 2,000 area from 2,300. Then you would get a chain of people that would want to liquidate out of the markets because they see bearish signs coming in. That would increase a little bit of bid orders, but probably not enough to stop the market from going down towards this point in here. So that's why I think it makes a lot of sense to me that a move up to 2,300 could occur anywhere in the duration of time from about, well, a day to about 20 of them would make the most sense. It could happen in one day. And I hope it doesn't, but I am prepared, I hope, to be able to handle the situation relatively fast. But I'll talk about that more when that time arrives and as this thing moves forward. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you find this information helpful, informative, and have yourself a great day.